Hello friends, in this video I will be talking about attribute reader, attribute writer, attribute accessor. So in Ruby, suppose if you have created one instance variable, then you cannot access it without defining any method. Okay, so only methods can access the instance variable. Suppose if you wanted to access the instance variable uh, without creating a method manually, the attribute reader and writer will help you. So let me explain you with an example here. Suppose if I have created one class, okay, then I am initializing these two instance variable. Okay, I am creating an object of this person class and I am passing two argument here. Okay, and these two argument are coming here and initializing two instance variable, the name and age. Okay, and what is the purpose of this initialize? It's a method. In other programming language, we call the constructor, but in Ruby it is not a constructor. When we call this new method, it actually calls this method internally. So it's not a constructor, but it's an instance method that is being called on this person. Okay, so let me run this and show you with an example that we have defined one class and now I am trying to access. First I am initializing this. Okay, now if I ask this has two instance variable, age 27 and name Neetesh. But if I am trying to access this age, I cannot do this. Person.age, undefined method age, method is not defined, that's why we are not able to access. And suppose if we have defined method, for example this age and name, and then we can access it. Okay, I have defined this. Now I am trying to call this object, and now trying to access this age or person.name. I am happily able to access this age and name. Okay, so in general we do not need to define this attribute name again and again if there are multiple instance variable. Instead of this, we can define the attribute reader. Okay, and attribute reader, and we can define this age and name. Okay, with the same name of the variable, if we define this attribute reader, then we do not need to define this method. We can call this name and we are able to access now instance variable. Let me show you. Now let me run this. I'm creating again this object. This object has two instance variable, age and name. Now this time I have defined attribute reader. So now it has created a reader method automatically. See here, attribute reader method takes the name of the object attribute as an argument and automatically creates a getter method. So it is actually creating the getter methods for age and name. Now we are able to access this person.age, person.name. Now let's talk about the attribute writer. So attribute reader creates the getter method and attribute writer create the setter methods. Okay, let me show you. Suppose I have created one class here. I have initialized two instance variable in this class, and I am trying to access this with the one method. I am trying to access this instance variable. Now I want to modify this age. How can I do that? I will create an writer method. It is creating a writer method and it can modify the age. Now let me show you this. I have run this code. Now I am creating an object of person class. Now I am having two instance variable here. The value is 27. Now I am trying to modify this age. Okay, now I am able to do this because I have defined one writer method. Now if you ask this person, the modified value age will be 47 because I have modified this. But instead of writing this writer method, I can use the attribute writer, which automatically defines this method for us. So instead of this, I can define this attribute writer for the name and age, age and name. So let me run this. It will do the same thing for us. Okay, now I've created the object. This object has age 27 and Neetesh. Now I can modify the age. I can modify the name as well. I have assigned the full name. Now if I ask this person, it has modified this age and value. I can read this as well. Person dot age, person dot name, because I have defined this attribute reader as well. That's why I am able to access this. But instead of this attribute reader and writer, we can create only one attribute accessor that is equivalent to these both. Let me show you. Attribute writer is a simple method that helps us to drawing up repeating getter and setter methods. For this age and name, if it is having only attribute reader and writer both, we need attribute reader and writer both. We define just attribute accessor. Attribute accessor do the same thing for us. Let me show you here. Same example. I am again assigning it. I'm doing the same thing here again. Now value has been modified. Now try to access the age. See, we are able to access both. So that's it for this video, and thanks for watching.